Here's kind of a comparison between the Excalibur King Arthur model and the Excalibur Kingmaster model electronic chess sets. The playing field on the King Arthur is a little bit bigger, and the pieces themselves on the Kingmaster model are a tad bit bigger. Not a whole lot. Both sets have little magnets on the bottom of the movers. They operate kind of the same, where you push down on the piece and it'll register. You move where you want it, push it down again, and it'll register the move. This one runs on 3 AA batteries. The Kingmaster runs on 4 AA batteries. As far as features themselves, they're pretty similar. They both have a few kind of game modes, we'll say. They both do like suggested moves. The biggest difference is the King Arthur one has a display of the actual game board, which is huge compared to just having kind of the more advanced display that just kind of shows, you know, what pieces are where. This one, the Kingmaster, will be better for someone that's very familiar with chess, very familiar with the locations on the board. You know, you have like A4 to A5, B4, C4. That can keep track of that in their head. The King Arthur model is far better for people that are learning chess, or like myself aren't by any means an expert in chess, because you kind of have that graphic display also. This one does, it's a lot easier to do suggested moves. Like for instance, you can see the black piece flashing now, the bishop. So it's telling me that it wants to use that piece, so if I push on it, it's telling me basically that I should move to take the pawn. So then I take it and push down, and it'll register that. So that's the biggest advantage. Both quality-wise are equal. Excalibur makes very good product, but for the money, the King Arthur model is better for the all-around player, just because of that graphical display. It's a lot easier to learn, a lot easier to advance your skills having that display. The Kingmaster is a little bit thinner. This way, and again the unit itself is smaller just because the game board is just a hair smaller. But both are a great tool, great games to play. It's always more fun to play on something like this than, you know, there's a million chess apps out there. There's apps on the computer to play chess, digital, and it's just not the same as seeing a board in real time and having the actual pieces. It looks so much different. Your perspective on everything, it sounds goofy, but when you're looking at something on a screen versus something in the real world, things you notice as far as moves, as far as placement of stuff, it does register different. So it's a lot nicer to advance your skills and play with the actual chessboard. And if you practice by yourself and whatnot, these are the way to go.